Hey everyone, in today's episode I've got a 2015 Chevy Malibu in the shop. It's still a winter wonderland here in Minnesota, so I'm not going to be able to polish up the exterior, but the inside is going to get the full treatment. This vehicle belongs to a friend of mine who has wanted me to clean it up for a while. It has dirt and sand on the floors along with a few spills. As is typical with most cars I see, it doesn't look too dirty until I get the seats out, but just look at this mess underneath. You probably noticed all the long blonde hairs, and that leads me to my question of the week. It's not a detailing question, but more of a personal one. If you have people in your household with long hair like this, how do you deal with it in your shower and sink drains? I've got 2 teenagers with long hair, and my shower drain is a nightmare to clean. Any ideas you have would be great. The owner did a good job of removing most of the garbage because she didn't want her vehicle to look too bad on camera. That was nice of her, since it allows me to jump right into the vacuuming. I'll use the drill brush to work the carpet fibers and loosen up as much dirt as possible. For me, vacuuming is one of the most satisfying parts of a detail because there is such a big transformation from the before to the after. If you find vacuuming super satisfying, be sure to go on down and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me and is also an indicator to YouTube that I am building an audience and creating entertaining content for people. I'm also going to use the Tornador to loosen up the carpet fibers. This tool really does a nice job, but it just gets really dusty when I use it. Breathing protection is pretty important at this point. Under the seats is where I find some interesting items. This week's vehicle had a couple different makeup cases. It also has the usual food items. This week's menu includes popcorn and goldfish. I also needed to pull out the lily brush for a few places. Ironically, the owner said she doesn't have any pets in the vehicle. Moving on to the carpet cleaning, for some reason my memory card got corrupted during the driver's side floor, so I wasn't able to add that footage. Luckily, the footage of the passenger side remained intact. The floors themselves didn't have too much for stains in them, so I probably wouldn't have included much of the footage anyways. I did notice some brown substance underneath the seat area. I'm going to assume it was coffee since that is the most common spill that I find. I did include one before and after of this rear area that shows how little staining there actually was. It was on this pass that I noticed the brown stain that was located right next to where those floor vents come out, so I made sure to go back and hit that spot again to get all that brown substance removed. Now is when the real fun begins. This driver floor mat was in really bad shape. I know it doesn't look that bad on camera, but as soon as I agitate this solution, you'll see just how much dirt appears. All that dirt wasn't even the worst part. It was all the salt that was caked onto the carpet fibers. The vacuum couldn't really pull anything more out. I'm going to give you a close-up just to show you how dirty the solution was that the Bissell removed. I sped up the rest of this footage quite a bit, but I wanted you to see how much time I spent working on just this mat. I got it as clean as I could, but I sure wish I was able to use my pressure washer to get everything removed. There's only so much that a drill brush and extractor can get out of carpet fibers. I'll be getting this car back in the summer to do the exterior, so I'll be sure to pressure wash these mats then to get them completely clean. With that being said, I still was able to get them looking much better. While I have a moment, if you're finding this video entertaining, go on down and slap a like on it. It'll let the YouTube algorithm know that I have created something beautiful. One use for the Tornador that I found especially handy is before I extract the mats is to blow them out to remove more embedded dust and sand than vacuuming alone can remove. You can see the sand and dust flying out of the mat as I work my way down. I also use the Tornador after I extract to stand those carpet fibers up for faster drying times. These leather vinyl seats look so clean and shiny, but that's actually a signal of dirt and oil on the surface. I'll use some Car Pro inside and a horsehair brush to loosen up the grime. Then I'll break out the steamer to get a really clean surface. The microfiber towel at the end really wipes up quite a bit of filth from the seat. You'll see just how much less shiny the seat is after the cleaning. Here's another reason I like removing the seats. Look at all the food and hair trapped in the seat runners. It's nasty. I'll spray some CarPro inside and use my steamer to blast away all the stuck-on particles. This steamer is such a useful tool, I couldn't imagine trying to clean this mess up without it. I have this McCullough steamer along with all my other tools and cleaners linked in the description below if you're interested in working on your own vehicle. It doesn't cost any more to buy through those links, but the channel will receive a small commission that will help me with my daughter's shoe addiction. This driver's door was disgusting, but it's still no match for the CarPro Inside detail brush and steamer. This spill cleans right up and the door looks like new. The only thing I'm not able to remove from this trim is the scratches. I've watched some videos on how to repair scratches and gouges in plastic trim, but I still have some practice to do before I use it on any customer's vehicles. This center console had something spilled on the side that cleaned up pretty easily. But notice when I finish that I'm still pulling long blonde hair out of places that I feel I've already cleaned. Like the seats, this center armrest looks nice and shiny when I start, but just look at the dirt that comes off on this microfiber towel. The steering wheel is typically one of the dirtiest places in a vehicle. I make sure to liberally apply my cleaning solution and hit it with the steamer. One spot that people tend to miss when cleaning is the turn signal and lights and cruise button. These are always caked with dirt and oils. The steamer makes them look like new. It's able to get in the small cracks and crevices and in those fine grooves that are found on most turn signals. After cleaning, the seats do look kind of dull, so I use some Lexol leather conditioner to treat the seats and make them supple and bring them back to life. Watch the conditioner soak in as I apply it. With the trim also properly cleaned, it's time to restore it and give it some UV protection. My product of choice is 303 Aerospace Protectant. It's an easy product to use as you spray some on a microfiber applicator and wipe down all your surfaces. It restores and protects your plastics and vinyl. I'll finish by cleaning both sides of the glass. My squeegee game is almost perfection. This Malibu looks fantastic. I definitely give it an A. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, keep it clean.